Hello! Jeez Louise. Pardon me. Hello. Well, guess what? The TV's bigger. I made the TV bigger. Because someone was telling me that it was hard to read on mobile. But I'm finally live. Just like I said I would be. Like a good parent or whatever. I have brought the milk. The milk that I said that I would bring, the milk that I left to go get, and here I am with it. Let me get the milk. Hang on, let me get the milk. Hang on. I gotta get the milk. I will bring the milk. That's what I will do. Oh, where did it go? Hang on. Hang on. Let me just get the milk. For real. I will... This is... I'm getting the milk. I'm getting the milk. I'm getting the milk. It's happening. In the night kitchen? What's that? Alright. See. I have to keep moving, I have to keep moving the Chatterino overlay because because I'm a fool. I have made it difficult. Let's see. Yes. Yes. Found it. I found it. Here it is. I found it. It's in my bag here. What the fuck? Are you... I don't know if this is fun. I don't know if this is funny, guys. I don't know if this is... I don't know if I'm actually... I don't know if this is a good bit. This might not be a good bit. But it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. I'm already... It's just too late. I'm sorry. I actually can't get that. It's a children's book that is occasionally banned due to nudity? What? That's crazy. What? God. Just want to download PNG. Insufficient why it is every... Okay, why is it so hard to find assets online sometimes? Like, all of these, like, photos. Oh, shit, we're back in the holler. Hey, we are back in the holler, let me tell you. We are back in the holler.
Barrel full off squirrels just subscribed for 12 months. Oh shit, we're back on the holler.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. We're back on the hauler. We're back on the hauler. That's what we're on. And I have the milk, which is arriving shortly. I have ordered the milk. I had to go and make an order for the milk. I don't have it with me right now. It will be here. It will be here soon. You know, it's gonna be here soon. As soon as I find a place that will let me actually download this fucking image. Is the bit over, guys? Is it over? Have I killed the bit? Has it lived too long? Is it expired? Is it getting chunky like milk does? Keep hitting. Oh, you just finished chapter 5 a few hours ago. Keep hitting. Okay. Yeah, I'm still going. This bit is, yeah, it's still going. I'm making sure. I'm just checking, you know, like on DoorDash where they, oh, ew. Wait, no, ow, ew. No, that's AI. Never mind. We're not using that one. Is this AI? Please get rid of AI. Please stop. Can you stop making milk jugs out of AI? And milk jugs. That's not what I want. I want milk. Real milk. You don't understand. I just want the milk. That's all I need. Okay, fine. You know what? We'll do it normal. We'll do it normal. Okay. We'll do it normal. This. And then it's look at this look at this milk that I got you. Look at this milk that I got for you. I got this milk for you. Don't you love milk? Also, let me see. Let me see. I need to put my emotional support tabby back on. And the film is on, and the Twiladoodle. There we go. But yeah, I made I made the TV larger because someone let me know that it was hard for them to watch on their little square, their little graphic, what do you call it? Cell phone. So yeah. Get butter soon. But I can't drink milk. Well, I could, but none of my body would be happy. Well, that sucks. That sucks. It's good to see you, squirrels. It's great to see you. And Infamous Egan, Seribot, Frosty Tools, you're doing whatever you do. Me, and here I am. We're playing Scarlett Hollow today. There's a hardcore mode? Why? Anyway. Just like I said, here we are in episode 5. So, what did we miss? Wow. An exclusive look at the ruins of Scarlet Estate. Even if we don't find anything supernatural in here, this is already great stuff. God, she's so hot. Before you is a long hallway. Dust dances in the weak sunlight, beaming in through cracked glass. A tinge of mildew stings your nose, warning you away. Though there's nowhere else to run to. An ornate entryway, its door long gone, breaks the monotony of the faded wallpaper, and a staircase looms at the far end. Oh, those are fresh prints. She zooms in on what you now notice is a faint trail of human footprints along the dusty floor of the hallway. Looks like our friend has been doing some exploring of his own. We'll have to be careful. I'd rather not run into him while sneaking around in here. Investigate the ornate entryway. Good to see you too. It's good to see you. I already said that though. You both make your way to the dark doorway in the middle of the corridor. It's a parlor. Of course, the Scarletts of old would have had a dedicated space to entertain their guests. Look at all this. Hi, Commander. Yeah. Enjoy your blunt. I actually took a very big hit off of my brother's cart, like, before stream. And he didn't know that it was on, he didn't know it was on the highest setting when he handed it to me, so he didn't tell me. So I'm pretty stoned right now. But I think I'm just going to use it to my advantage. Indica vibe. And I'm going to do my best to give you some cool voices to listen to for the story. You took a gummy because you've not been sleeping well? Oh, well, it seems like we're all partaking. I mean, honestly, that's pretty much what you do here, right? Chill. We have some silly vegetables, and then we chill. I mean, we're all a bunch of silly vegetables, aren't we? Here in the lair. We're a bunch of silly vegetables. And fruit. We're very fruity. Or at least, I am. I know quite a few of you are. But we're a bunch of silly vegetables either way. Maybe silly vegetals is more accurate. Honestly, I am a pretty fruity vegetable if you think about it. I am a pumpkin. Oh, we're all kind of fruity vegetables. Because we're vegetables that bear fruit. We're like, you know, we're flowers, and then we're not flowers anymore. Flowers, and then we bloom as flowers, and then we turn into fruit. It's crazy. Got it? Kind of crazy. Anyways, I mean, if vegetables is a culinary term and fruit is a botanical term, it can be both. So, I think fruits and vegetables are both culinary terms, if I'm not mistaken, and is it or is it? Hang on, because like vegetables aren't even really a thing, right? It's not scientifically. It's a culinary invention. Is the vegetable and the fruit. Because in science, right, they're just like plants. Maybe botanicals? Because there's botany, you know? Vegetables were made up to sell what we call vegetables. Fruit is a science word. Vegetable is a cooking word. Only if you've been fertilized. Oh, yeah? Well, that's how it happens, right? Mommy flower and a daddy flower. Look at each other from across the vine. And then a fucking bee comes in, dude. And he fucking like gets all up in that shit. And then he comes over and he delivers the message. You know? Anyways. And the message is you. Anyways, it would feel elegant. Culinarily, strawberry is a fruit. Botanically, it's a flower. Yes. Okay. It would feel elegant if not for the massive crack that runs the entire length of the floor. The air here stinks of mildew. Let me try that again. The air here stinks of mildew. You can see why Tabitha doesn't want you exploring these rooms. There is a large painting on the far wall of the room. From a distance, it looks like it might depict the town. Jeez. It's a miracle any of this is still standing. Tabitha should really think about moving before this half of the house decides to finish falling off the cliff. As Stella excitedly films B-roll of the ruined parlor, something else catches your eye, too. Something else catches your eye, too. A bookshelf. Or rather, what's left of a bookshelf, hanging by a single rusted hinge. Its sagging shelves reveal some sunless space beyond, once hidden, now exposed by the rot of its house. And it seems that Stella has spotted it too, as she turns her camera towards the dark entryway. A hidden room? Oh man, the fans are gonna love this. Examine the painting. The painting highlights a number of old buildings and locales, many of which you've already visited. The town hall, the estate, the mines, and the clinic. Still called a hospital at the time of this painting. The church. And then there's somewhere you've yet to see. The historical Callaway Tremaine homestead. That would be our little town. Oh, there's a plaque under it. In commemoration of Enoch Scarlett, head of the Scarlett Hollow Landmark Revitalization Project. Let the past never be forgotten. Oof. I feel like writing something like that is just asking to wind up gathering dust in a neglected room like this. Let this be a lesson to all my viewers looking to immortalize their life's work. So, all two of you, maybe. With Stella. Investigate the hidden room. We have to, right? We've got to. We're here with Stella. Stella takes you by the hand, her firm grip leading you in a sense of security, even as you both step over the wide gap in the floor. Together, you duck between the shelves, stepping over water-damaged books, and into the darkness of the hidden room. The space is dark. Its features barely illuminated by the faint light trickling in through the myriad of cracks and holes in the walls. The wallpaper, a deep, exquisite red, adds a blood-like glow to the dimness. The walls are lined with ornate display. Take another take. The walls are lined with ornate display cabinets, some empty, some still presenting their antique treasures. Nestled between the cabinets, a single tall bookshelf remains standing, its occupants dusty, but mostly intact. Hello, Zentricus. Welcome in. But all of these are ornamental details. Your focus is drawn to an expensive-looking antique desk in the center of the room. Gretchen barks out at the rest of the room, attempting to intimidate whatever it is she smells. Shh, Gretchen. We wouldn't want anybody to find us in here. Who knows? Might try to seal it back up. Amontillado style. Gretchen quiets down. It doesn't stop her from thoroughly investigating the space. This is it, Stellars. The kind of find every urban explorer hopes for. A hidden room, locked away in the Scarlett estate, full of weird artifacts and keepsakes no one was ever supposed to find. We weren't counting on a couple of investigative documentarians like us to go looking. Here we are, about to blow your family's sordid past wide open. Right, we are. Stella. Investigative documentarians? Is that what YouTubers are? It's what this YouTuber is. I've been thinking of opening with that instead of the YouTube thing. Then I wouldn't have to explain what YouTube is to any old people who ask what I do for a living. That's so smart. Investigative documentarians. Not that the old people around here don't already know all about it and have YouTube accounts just so they can follow my channel. But you know, hypothetical future old people I might meet. Let's examine the bookshelf. Maybe the collection of literature can help you learn about this room's occupant. You approach the shelf, your eager eyes poring over titles or anything that seems to stand out. The upper shelves are mostly classic fiction, Moby Dick, Shakespeare, various Dickens novels, nothing that stands out as particularly interesting. Hi, Maeve. Hi. Hello, Maeve. Hi, Maeve. How are you? Hello. The bottom shelf seems to be home to reference books. Heavy volumes of long outdated construction law, treatises on various aspects of the coal industry, but there's also a book on city planning that stands out to you. The spine is marked with a dot. You're gay? Fucking awesome. Hell yeah. You pull it out, the shelves above shifting precariously as if the book held some load-bearing purpose. The instant you crack its spine, a slip of paper falls out, ancient, fragile, and yellowed with age. It's some kind of map. It's an old map of Scarlett Hollow. Somebody circled a bunch of important landmarks. Town hall, mines, the clinic, the old farmhouses too. Wait a second. At least 2 of these had stone carvings buried in them, right? And it sounds like there was one in the basement of the clinic too. It has to mean there are more around town. This is a huge clue. Now we have a lead on where to go next. I'll hold on to it. I don't get the feeling that anyone will notice it's gone. Ella takes both the book and the map from your hands, shelving the former, pocketing the latter. Shelving the former, pocketing the latter. Examine the desk. Congratulations on gay. Me too. You step towards the desk. Maybe there is something worth finding in its drawers. Open the top drawer. The top drawer mostly contains old-timey letter-writing materials, complete with a fancy dagger-shaped letter opener, a wax stamping kit, emblazoned with the initials E.S. The wax seems lightly gnawed. Underneath, you find a pile of crumbling financial documents, scrawled in neat cursive. In every spot that needed a signature is the name Enoch Scarlett. This must be his desk, meaning this must also be his study. And hidden among the documents, you find an ancient photograph. A stern blonde man stares up at you from the detritus at the bottom of the drawer. A face you're surprised to find you recognize. It's the man from your vision, the one in the hospital bed. Hey, I've seen that before. That's the picture of Theodore they put in the local history books. That's your great-great-uncle or something. The one who died in the collapse. Tell Stella about your vision or keep it to yourself. I'm gonna tell her. I mean, come on. I had a vision about him yesterday. No way. Enoch was about to take Teddy home from the hospital after the collapse, but afterwards he told the doctor that it was just an imposter. He didn't die in the collapse. Enoch just said he did. I also saw him promising Teddy that a witch was going to solve their problems. Enoch said he was working with a witch that should be able to help him fix things. But this was in the hospital, after the collapse. Yeah, he didn't die in the collapse. Enoch just said he did. I also saw him promising Teddy that a witch was going to solve their problems. Stella focuses the camera on you to explain the vision you saw yesterday. She's clearly shocked by this revelation, drinking in every word, eyes growing wide. What's that about a witch? I would have figured Enoch was some straight-laced religious dude. Definitely seems like there are a lot of layers to this mystery we have yet to uncover. Close the drawer. You close the drawer. Open the bottom drawer. The bottom drawer offers some resistance as you try to pull it out. It seems that it was locked, though a bit of metal attempting to hold it shut seems to have rusted to the point of uselessness years ago. It gives in with a sharp tug, rotting wood splintering softly somewhere within the century-old desk. You're surprised to see familiar faces staring up at you from within a nest of old glass vials. It's the little possums from your room. It seems they, too, found their way into the Forbidden Wing. Gretchen barks and strains to get at the poor beasts, breaking the eerie silence of the Forbidden Wing with a cacophony of doggy wrath. The opossums, in turn, fall over, feigning death. Jeez, Gretchen, calm down. I'm not letting you go after a couple poor little possums. You don't even have teeth. This isn't a fight you're gonna win. Stella reaches out a foot, holding the squirming Gretchen close to her chest, and slides the drawer shut. The possums are safely stored away. The bloodthirsty, toothless pug can't try to wrap her gums around their little throats. Step away from the desk. You've seen enough. Go back to the hallway. Let's see where those footprints lead. You find yourself on the third floor of the estate for the first time. As you take in your surroundings, Stella slowly pans the camera down the length of the hall, working to build dread and tension for her future viewers. She clears her throat again, resuming her narration in a charmingly professional hosting voice. Clearly, Annie and I are not the only people who have passed through the supposedly forbidden wing. Who knows? We might wind up running into somebody. Who knows? We might end up. Who knows? We might wind up running into someone else sneaking around in here. If you're watching this as found footage after the two of us went missing, now you know where to start looking for our bodies. She drops the camera after her morbid joke, her voice returning to its usual casual cadence. Looks like the footprints go all the way down this hallway, into that far door. Oh. Not mean to do that. Hang on. Could approach the window. Move the boxes from in front of the nearest door. The boxes slide out of the way with a bit of elbow grease. You push past them into the room beyond. I was so fixated on the footprints, I didn't even realize there was a room here. That probably means it has some really good stuff. The kind of stuff people put away hoping nobody will ever find it. The kind of stuff that makes for a great video. The room is coldly empty. The large antique bed is made, its sheets ancient and dusty, but still somehow giving off the feeling of tidiness. Even with cobwebs stretched between each corner of its poster, even with cobwebs stretched between each corner, its four-poster frame. We'll search the desk. You step towards the desk, its drawers practically overflowing with stationery. You start opening drawers. Each one is filled with paper, stacked haphazardly, practically spilling out as you attempt to dig through for anything important. All these bills and receipts are in Edwardine's name. Guess we know whose desk this is. The rest of the room is so neat and tidy. Amazing that her drawers are such a hoarder's nest of old paper. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Scarlet ladies have always been like this, pretending they have everything together on the surface, then being a total mess on the inside. Sounds like Tabby to a T. Oh, don't tell her I said that. When you reach the bottom right drawers, you find something entirely different. Greeting cards, letters, small wrapped packages, some opened, some sealed, some crumpled into messy balls. You open one of the cards. Both pages are taken up by a handwritten note. I'm so angry. I am so mad. Oh my god, I hate Pearl Ann. Okay, composure. We got this. Okay. Tabby, hope you're doing well. Not a day goes by that I don't miss you. Hope Pearl Ann treats you to your best Christmas yet. I'm not sure what sort of doodads you're into these days, so I sent a little something that made me think of you. I'm sure they were the best shells of the bunch. Not sure how rare any of them are. They're awful pretty, and they've still got that beach smell. And make sure you put your ear to them too. It doesn't compare to the real thing, but it comes close enough. And in case you think that makes me a cheapskate, I made sure to send along a little cash, too. You can get yourself something a little nicer than glorified beach trash. Make sure you get Pearl Ann to take you to the nice toy store, because that's where I'd take you if I was there. If you get the time, I'd love to hear from you. I miss you so much, Tabby. And I'm always thinking of you. You can come out and visit me anytime. I know you've always wanted to see what it's like out east. I've made sure to write out my address on the back of this card just in case you didn't know how to get a hold of me. Been missing you, my incredible, wonderful, amazing daughter. Oh, my love, Dad. I need a minute. I need like a moment. I need a Dr. Pepper break. That's what I need. This is hitting me really hard. I'm so... Oh my god. Stella lowers the camera, averting its gaze from the deeply personal letter. Abby said her dad never tried to get in touch. Had he just abandoned her? You pull out another from closer to the top of the pile. Happy birthday, Tabby. It's me again, your old dad. So the big 2-0. Can't believe my daughter is such an adult. In my mind, you're still that bouncy little kid doing cartwheels on the front lawn. Telling me what little... Oh no. Telling me what various sounds animals make. You're the professor of animal noises. I have no idea if you read these, but I'll keep writing them, even if sometimes it feels like I'm writing them to a ghost. I mean, we haven't spoken in almost 15 years. You're a whole human being now, and I have no idea what you're like. Scarlett Hollow is such a cool, edgy name. You're intrigued. How's it going? Oh my god. Oh. It's... I really like this game. I really like it. It's really good. I'm sorry. It's not... It's just... I just got hit with a bombshell here. Oh my god. I'm just feeling a lot of things right now because of the story. Sorry. Hello, Trike. How are you? This game is really good. You sure did join in a point. Yeah. It's a really good game. Really good story. I love Tabitha so much. I love Tabby so much, and oh my god, Pearl Ann's already dead, okay? Pearl Ann's already dead. That's all I have to say. That's all I have to say. Pearl Ann is already dead. And good riddance. Good riddance, Pearl Ann. Yeah. 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 She deserved dying in her sleep. Like normal. A peaceful death. That's fine. You know, whatever. At least she's not ruining Tabby's life. I have no idea what you're like. I like to think we get along, though. As always, my address is on the back. I hope you'll decide to come visit me one of these days. I've got a guest room all set up, just in case. Always ready for you, kid. I love you. And I always will. No matter who you turned out to be. Love, Dad. There are years and years of these. The bottom drawer is almost entirely unopened. Envelopes, dated from when Tabitha would have been just a kid. All from him. It kind of looks like Edwardine and Pearl Ann were keeping these from Tabitha on purpose for practically her entire life. I don't know if we should tell her. I mean, there could have been a good reason, right? Like, maybe he was awful? Telling her would just be painful and dredge up bad memories? But we have to. He thinks her dad's a deadbeat. This isn't right. I'd want to know. Tabitha deserves one good thing in her life. I don't care if she yells at us for snooping around back here. Yes. 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 This. I'm gonna read the other ones, but this! If we tell her, she'll know we were in here. Do we need to make her relationship with Pearl Ann even more complicated than it already is? Who cares? She's dead. For all we know, he's dead or she sucks, or he sucks. How about you tell her after I leave? I'm not sure I want to deal with the fallout of this. You know her better than I do, Stella. What do you think she'd want us to do? I am curious. I don't think Tabby's the kind of person to hide from the truth. She'd want to know. And I'd want to know too, I think, if I were her. Damn right. Damn straight. Damn gay. Damn yes. Okay. Tabitha deserves one good thing in her life. I don't care if she yells at us stooping around back here. You're right. She has to know the truth. Search the closet. Thank you for the hydrate. Will, in fact, hydrate. Hello, Crouton. We don't know that for sure. Maybe she suffered right at the end. Maybe. Maybe. I'm not, you know. I'm a monster. I'm evil. But, you know, I'm not a bad guy. And, you know, even though I hate her guts right now, and she made Tabby feel like nobody cared about her, and I'm not gonna say what I think. I'm not gonna say what I think. I'm not gonna say what I think. But hi, Crouton. Hello, welcome in. Welcome in. It got intense. I'm sorry, it got real intense here. You make your way to the closet. It's as lifeless and tidy as the rest of the room. It seems Edwardine kept things neat and orderly, or as neat and orderly as she could, considering the decaying state of the place. This looks to me like where Pearl Ann would go shopping for Tabby's clothes. It's exactly the sort of thing she wears. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've seen her in that dress before. Oh, hang on. This looks to me like where Pearl Ann would go shopping for Tabby's clothes. It's exactly the sort of thing she wears. In fact, I'm pretty sure I've seen her in that dress before. The only thing in here besides her clothes and shoes is a box, shoved off to one side. You pick it up. A squirrel can dream. A squirrel can dream. Child-sized overalls, striped shirts, a small pair of trousers with suspenders still attached. One of those little sailor suit boys. One of those little sailor suits boys from the 50s were always wearing. Boys' clothes. That's weird. When was the last time a boy was born into the family? When you pull out the last shirt, a note is revealed, tucked away at the bottom of the box. A protective plastic sleeve. It's scrawled in almost illegible handwriting, written in some thick, brown, watery ink that's cracked with age. Mommy, I am in here too, and I love you. What the? As Stella handles the note, Gretchen anxiously stomps on the floorboards. It's okay, Gretchen. You don't have to scrum so much. It's just paper. Really, really creepy paper. Stella zooms in on the unsettling note, making sure the camera takes in every detail. Okay, I got the footage I need. You should put that back before you get a curse from it or something. You drop the note back into the box, once again covering it with the clothes. Folks, what you just saw was found in the bottom of a box of boys' clothes hidden away in Edwardine Scarlett's closet. Yet the only children she supposedly ever had were 2 girls. This mystery is getting so thick, it's gone from gumbo to gravy. Worried about a curse from that versus all the other stuff we went through? Yeah. Oh. I found records yesterday, and actually, Edwardine had a stillborn boy, and named Charles. Stella's eyes go wide. No way! You're not just winding me up, right? Because that is a bombshell. I mean, you think Charlie? But then, oh my god. Okay, hear me out. What if he wasn't stillborn? I mean, he would have been a bastard son, right? And with Enoch the way he was, the fact that your family has the whole Southern Gothic thing going on. I hope we find more about this. Forget about gravy. The mystery just boiled over. You're done here. Return to the hallway. That was optional. I just got an achievement for doing that. I didn't have to be able to see that. That's crazy. I could have continued without seeing that, and that's crazy because I don't think that you should. I think you should see it. That is important to see. We learned that Tabby has a father that loves her. And Edwardine and Pearlan. And then also her son. Wow. Let's approach the window. You carefully approach the window at the far end of the hall. That sure is a cliff. There is nothing below the window but the tops of distant trees, the ground having crumbled away. The only thing stopping you from plummeting to your death is the straining foundation that still somehow holds this place together. At least for now. Jesus. Explore the middle room. Oh boy. We've got a haunted nursery, everybody. Check the bookshelf. The top shelf is occupied by antique picture books. Dick and Jane, nursery rhyme, ancient editions of Grimm's fairy tales. The lower shelves are full of educational material, from children's encyclopedias to writing practice workbooks. From the sheer number of learning-oriented books on the shelf, you get the impression that the children who lived here were not supposed to be as interested in fun and fiction as they were in diction and spelling. Your family may have been wealthy, but maybe not in joy. Read a few writing practice books. Xandra. She's the one with the doll. You leaf through a few of the practice workbooks, gently turning the near-crumbling pages. Reasons Mommy should take me and Maribel to the zoo. 1. We have been very good girls and have not cried for a whole week. 2. Maribel says elephants are so big and I would like to see one. 3. I think it would be very fun and Mommy would have a good time. All are signed with a carefully scrawled signature of Alexandra Scarlett. You flip through the rest of the book. I don't know why I read it with that rhythm. You flip through the rest of the book, your eyes unfocused as the many practice sentences and letter copying pages flash by. But something near the back of the book gives you pause. In a section that starts with the prompt, "Today Alexandria continues with, talked to the boy in the wall." A boy in the wall? Are you kidding me? People are gonna think I planted this or something. It's just too creepy. That last prompt lingers with you. All of these practice books are the same. You wonder what else you managed to find under "Today I." You grab the next copy, opening it to the first practice writing page. "Today I told the boy in the wall about my family." Oh, that's smart. Let's see if there's any more about him. "Then the boy in the wall said he is happy he has a kid to talk to. I am also glad because Maribel is mean sometimes and tells me what to do. He is really nice, and I hope he can come out of the wall to play with us soon. Today I told the boy in the wall that I am sad. He was really nice and told me he knows how to make Mommy be nicer to me. He said Mommy tucks him in every night and reads him stories and is never mean. And that if I was in the wall, Mommy would also be nice to me. He said there can only be one kid in the wall, so he will have to switch places with me. But Mommy will be nice to me then, so it is okay." I don't think that's okay. 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 It's not okay. What? Today I ate dinner with Mommy. She said she made me special dinner and she sat with me the whole time, and I was a good girl and ate it all. Mommy is proud of me. I was a good day. I was a good day and I am happy. It was a good day. The rest of the book is blank. Alexandra disappeared, didn't she? Both share a moment of silence, staring down at the empty pages. Only the typed words, "Today I," staring back up at you. Welcome back. Let's turn that music off, and let's listen to this music. The music in the game. The music that you expect from the game. But also, I'm back. You're done here. Return to the hall. Hey, hold on. This encyclopedia has something sticking out of it. If Daddy plays with me and Maribel, if my family goes to the zoo, if Mommy and Grandpa take us to work, if me and Maribel and Mommy and Daddy and Grandpa have a picnic. All are signed with a carefully scrawled signature of Alexandra Scarlett. There is a strange, fantastical element to these pictures. Everyone is smiling, sitting together as any family would in a child's drawing. Yet it feels like these are drawn in the same hopeful way a child would draw a unicorn. Expressions of some reality that Alexandra would only dream of. There are less joyful illustrations as well. Daddy napping, shows their father sleeping in a chair, a bottle of brown liquid conspicuously drawn on the table next to him. The girls hovering in the doorway some distance away. Mommy going to work shows the girls crying in the upstairs window house as their mother walks away. An angry frown scrawled on her face. Wow, these are awful. Viewers are going to eat this up. Yeah, probably. Miss one? Nope. You get the feeling these are more accurate depictions of the girls' lives. The last picture you pull out gives you pause. There's a new figure here, seemingly drawn behind a barrier. The two girls sit on the other side, smiles on their cartoon faces. The boy in the wall. Here he is again. I'm assuming at this point that he was definitely real. Wonder what he looked like, or if they ever actually saw him. Stella makes sure to linger on the image, getting plenty of B-roll of the scribbled lines. You're done here. Return to the hall. You and Stella make your way back to the hallway. And then we follow the trail, the farthest room. You continue following the trail of footprints, approaching the farthest room down the hall. The door was clearly meant to be hidden, but it's been left open. Gretchen begins to shake in fear, whining meekly as she glances around the room with wide, anxious eyes. That's not good news, because Gretchen is honestly very brave. So if she's scared of something, it's okay, Gretchen. It's just a big empty room. There's nothing to be scared of. It pains you to stand in this place. Emotions hang over you. Strong, oppressive, and overwhelming thoughts that threaten to fill your lungs. You don't feel death here. You feel something worse, a deeper loss. One that's left a wound that has to one that's left a wound that has refused to scar. You can't help but fixate on the carpet in the center of the room. The corner is crumbled, as if it had recently been moved. Move the carpet. You pull the carpet up, exposing the bare floor and revealing what lies beneath. An ornate ring of sigils has been carved onto the floor, 5 along the edges with a 6th in the center. The circle emits a now uncomfortably familiar feeling. You can feel your gaze forced to crawl over every intricate detail of the carving in front of you. Is this some kind of magic circle? In the Scarlet Estate? Clearly Enoch was pretty serious about this whole occult thing. This is about as occult as you can get. But you're too far drawn into the trance to respond to Stella, or even to pay much mind to what she's saying. Your gaze crawls across the intricate details, unbidden. The serpents wrapped around the staff give you flashes of the room beyond the morgue, and the darkness that swept through the house once it had been uncovered. The fist and chain makes you feel like you're back in the claustrophobic confines of the mines, surrounded by the angry hammering of its memories. The horns have the same nightmarish, dreamy feeling of the world constructed by the furious ghost of Charles Shaw Jr. The others are new to you. The feelings they emit are less intense, giving only vague impressions of what they might be tied to. Golden fields, the mewling of fresh souls, just slithering out from the womb and desperate to be fed. Another that rings like bells in your mind, calling you not towards it, but away from it, pushing you from its threshold into the darkness. But the central symbol is the strongest of all. It echoes out across the room, a vast ego, proclaiming its dominance. You okay? Oh no, did the circle do something to you? Talk to me, any snap out of it. Bell chimes, not calling me, but pushing me away. There's a field somewhere, run by it. Hey, come on, stay with me. Let's get you out of this room. She flashes you a confident smile, her eyes shining as they meet yours. Her faith in you is unwavering. Stella crosses the room, raining the camera on the door on the far side, like the way you entered. It too has been left ajar, as if inviting you to explore what might be behind it. Doors to this room seem like they would be almost totally invisible if they hadn't, left open. There aren't handles or anything, just keyholes. So it's gotta be a hidden passage. Amazing. Your family really pulled out all the stops when it comes to creepy stuff. Follow Stella. You exit into a short hallway. There are stairs here, leading back down to the lower floor. But there is also another door. It's hanging ajar, the many locks and deadbolts along its edge glimmering in the weak morning light. The door frame itself is gouged and splintered, evidence that some desperate creature tried to save itself from the boom beyond time and time again. Holy shit. Gretchen's whining reaches a fever pitch. Jeez, okay, I get it. Scary room is too scary for a little dog like you. You don't have to go in. Just don't go running off anywhere. See how the edge of the door's all messed up? Looks to me like something didn't want to be put back in there. Before you can stop her, Stella steps into the little room, camera drinking in every detail. Oh my god. You step forward to join her, Gretchen remaining rooted to the floor outside. This was a prison cell. Everything about this place reeks of neglected humanity. The walls are covered in scratches, legible words mixed in with the nonsense of desperate clawing. The one window, set high in the far wall, is fitted with a thick pane of glass, as if the iron bars just beyond it wouldn't be enough to hold the imprisoned. You can't help but notice that the doll from your closet sits watching you on the bed, one eyelid drooping. It adds an extra layer of menace to the already deeply unsettling room. Property of Alexandria. No. Sorry. You try again. Property of Alexandra. Look at all these scratches in the walls. Did a person do all this? Can't imagine how much it would have hurt. It stinks too, like nothing I've ever smelled before. I've been in sewer drains that smelled better. Abby. What happened here, Annie? What the hell happened here? The pain radiating from these walls howls through your mind. Whatever lived here lived in constant torment. But the etchings on the walls are more than just evidence of the suffering that went on here. Whatever was trapped in these walls was trying to send a message to you or to anyone who might happen across it. Your eyes are drawn to the massive, almost letters, dug as deep into the brick as this cell's prisoner could manage, highlighted with whatever pigments were available. It almost looks like a word, though none of the lines meet up, causing you constantly doubt whether they're letters at all or just lines that fool the eye into imagining shapes that aren't there. Your stomach clenches with nausea as you run your eyes along the deep furrows in the wall. But whatever was in here wanted these words to be known. So you do your best to store them away, trying to burn the image of them into your mind, carved deep into the wall, bloody against the filthy brick. That doll used to be in my closet, property of Alexandra. Stella walks over to the doll and examines it. Property of Alexandra. Kids always talked about how she went missing. It's one of our town's urban legends. I wonder if they ever found her body. There wasn't a body to find. Is this how Alexandra went missing? Jesus. This doesn't all feel like old skeletons in the closet either. The smell is too fresh. Some of those locks on the door are modern. Stella lets the statement hang in the air. I just hope Tabitha didn't know about all this. I think it's possible that the whole time we knew each other, all those nights we stayed up late talking, she might have known this existed? No, she didn't know. She wouldn't have let something like this happen. Okay, we have seen this room. Are we sure you should post this video? You and Stella are interrupted by a sound wrapping around you. Music. The tinkling of piano keys played by a clumsy hand. They echo up a narrow staircase at the end of the hall, one you've yet to travel. You hear that creepy music, right? Stella seems uncharacteristically shaken. She clutches at your arm, the camera trembling in her hand. God, someone else is in here. You know who you'll find if you choose to follow the tune. It's an invitation. Wayne's blackened fingers sending out a message across the quiet house. Damn, he can really tickle those ivories. I didn't know Wayne could play the piano. That's pretty cool. The two of you stagger back into the hall. You think it's him? Wayne? Stella seems to swallow her momentary fear, straightening back up and letting the light return to her features. If it is him, he'd have information. Seems like he knows a lot about what's been going on in town. And who knows? Maybe he'd be more willing to talk now that we found all those secrets your family has been hiding. If Wayne wants to talk to me so badly, he can ditch the theatrics and just talk to me. Let's leave. Oh my god. I love that you can be a tabby about everything. Take her hand and follow the music. We'll go talk to him together. Of course. No way are we splitting up. I'm not gonna let that creep draw you into some trap without me around to help you out. Come on, Gretchen. I'll carry you. Stella scoops up Gretchen, the pug still visibly shaking with fear. With the fear this place seemed to instill in her. Though Stella's comforting grip seems to ease her poor little doggy spirit. That's right, my little old lady. Nothing bad happened. Besides being shaken to my core. I guess. But nothing physical. We're just seeing one scary man and then we're leaving. She's right. We're just gonna see one scary man and then leave. Her grip is firm and warm and reassuring, and together you make your way down the hall, the source of the eerie music. Stella's my fucking rock, dude. The stairs take you into what you have to assume was once a servant's court. A network of cramped passageways, hidden away behind the expansive rooms of the estate without so much as a window for illumination. But you persist and descend deeper into the bowels of the Scarlett estate, the echoing piano your only company. Well, Stella, of course. Soon enough, you see light again, the sun creeping in through the edges of a nearly hidden door. You're at the end of another long corridor. Its high ceilings and tall windows are almost disorienting as you step out from the cramped, gloomy stairwell. The music echoes mournfully in the vast space, a chorus of wind, adding a melancholic harmony as it whips in from the overgrown courtyard outside. But as you make your way into one of the side rooms, utterly dark save for the open doorway on the far wall, the music stops. There's no warning, no gentle fade or dramatic slamming of keys. When you make your way to the music room, Wayne is already standing, his eyes glimmering in the darkness behind his stained veil. I'd hoped you'd come alone. Well, you'd better get used to me being around, because your days of harassing Annie are over. From now on, you'll have to harass both of us. God, I love her. God, I love her. She's amazing. She's great. That's all right. You can enjoy your slattern. You and I are already bound by our fates. You need to come to understand that. If you expect to help anyone, yourself included, you're running out of time. Answer his call. Will of mute. He slips away into the shadows. What did he just call me? Whatever. Let's just leave, yeah? Now? I think we've seen enough. And the floor down here feels like it could give way and throw us down the cliff at any second. The warmth you and Stella shared last night seems to fall apart in the fresh air. Shaken by the unearthed secrets of your family's past, a tense silence holds between the two of you as your mind does its best to grapple with what you found. The cell, the doll, Enoch's occult sanctuary, the boy in the wall, and his outfits in Edwardine's closet. Is it possible your cousin has known about all of this? Your eyes dart back up to Stella. Her gaze is fixed on some non-existent point far off in the distance, and you can only try to imagine what she might be thinking. Maybe she feels you're connected in some impossible way to what you've just discovered. Like you carry whatever went on there in your blood, and Tabitha. Tabitha, who had lived under the same roof as that cell her entire life. Giselle. Hello.
Giselle just subscribed for 15 months. This isn't Project Zimbabwe. Who are you?
I'm Annie. It's me, Enigmas. I'm playing Scarlett Hollow. Hello, this is episode 5. Thank you oh so much for your resubscription. Thank you for subscribing for 15 months. That's pretty crazy if you think about it, you know? Wait, haven't you already had 15 months before? Or am I crazy? Listen to this music, though. Music's fucking good. Thank you ever so much, though. It's always a pleasure to have you around. It's good to see you. Thank you for saying boo. I appreciate that as well. Throwing a spook my way. And, yeah. So we're playing Scarlett Hollow, and we have had so many big things just happen. Like, so many big things we learned just now. Like, bombshells of information. It's fucking crazy. I don't know if you care about spoilers. But either way, it's good to see you. One thing I will tell you, that Tabby had a father. And I hate her mother. Hate Tabitha's mother. The silence feels like a terrible thing. Like detritus, clogging the air, suffocating the fragile growth of a barely formed relationship. There is a feeling that the longer you wait to say something, anything, the more your tentative relationship will unravel, second by second. So say something. Say anything. Just break this awful silence already. Maybe the dungeon was just a sex thing. Oh my god. You're on 76 trying to get a lifetime achievement of getting infected with every disease in the game, which awards you the prefix of stinky. That's fucking awesome, actually. That's pretty great. I should really hop on and play with you sometime. Cause like, honestly, I've been meaning to, because it's just, I don't know, it's kind of fun. I'm like, I like Fallout. And playing Fallout with other people would be fun. I think playing New Vegas multiplayer would be pretty sick, but I don't know how to set that up. I know that you can. I know that there's like servers that you can get, and I want to try that out. But anyways, 76 is more accessible. I'd love to jump on there and do some weird shit. Build some cool things. Just kind of want to build a house again. I built like a weird trailer thing in the woods when I was playing that like Abraham Lincoln character. But I'm thinking I'll mess around with somebody else. Let's see. You're posting that to your channel, right? I don't think I could bring myself to do that. Besides, I stopped filming when we got to the end. Everything felt too real. I just couldn't keep going. It felt, I don't know, disrespectful. We have to see Tabby. She deserves to know what we found in there. God, those letters from her dad. Her mom kept so much from her. It makes me so mad just thinking about it. You don't have to sell me on talking to her. I don't know what exactly we found in there, but I'm willing to hear what she has to say about it. I'm with you. The three of us are in this together. Tabitha needs to know what we found. I'm not gonna fucking, like, accuse her of knowing about this shit. I trust Tabitha. I don't care if that, like... I don't care if that's a problem. Palpable wave of relief washes over Stella. Yeah? Really? Okay. Then we're going to the mines. Come on. You need it because you have the suffix bobber. So you could be Stinky Bobber. That is... What the fuck? What the fuck, Giselle? That's fucking great. Stinky Bobber. Well, that'll attract a lot of fish if you think about it. There are no picketers outside the mine today. The only sound is the constant low industrial clanking of unending productivity. The only sign of life, the slow-moving machinery beyond the rickety chain-link fence. The Scarlett Hollow mines are ticking along. They always have. There is nothing here to stop you from seeing your cousin. All right. Looks like the coast is completely clear. You missed out on the floater title, though, a few months ago. My mistake. That sucks. Oh my god. Floater. Is that a prefix or a suffix? Stinky floater. Oh, okay. So, yeah, that'd be... Oh, gosh. That's pretty funny. That's a pretty good poop joke, honestly. That's pretty good. Alright, looks like the coast is completely clear. You and Stella make your way through the front gates and up the short path to your cousin's office. Stella doesn't bother to knock before twisting the door open and completely stepping into the trailer. Tabby! Stella? Annie? What are you doing here? Why are you holding a shotgun? I clean it sometimes. Guns need that kind of thing, you know that. And this one has seen more action lately than usual. Needs some attention, that's all. I prefer a knock in the future. It's not safe for you to barge in unannounced, not with everything I have going on lately. And if I'd been any jumpier, I could have shot one of you. Think about that next time. Let's not do the small talk today, Tabby, please. Stella pulls up a chair, and the two of you sit down across from your increasingly anxious cousin. What? What's going on? Why are you being all serious? We just came from the Forbidden Wing. Abby, have you been there? Stella's question is unanswered with silence. Your cousin's eyes dart away, unable to meet your gaze or Stella's. He avoids the answer. Oh. You wouldn't believe what we found in there. The things your family hid from you. Don't get defensive. Let her talk. Tabitha, we found birthday cards from your dad in there. Lots of them. Like Enoch's study, it was behind an old bookcase. There was all this occult stuff in there. What, like being into the occult, is that surprising? He was a rich man in the early 1900s. Of course he was into the occult. That was like a hobby back then. You know I know that. I wouldn't have come all the way out here if that was it. But there was this other room where somebody had drawn some kind of, I don't know, satanic circle on the floor. Like in a horror movie. Someone had clearly tried to hide it. Welcome in, Bitter. Enjoy your lurk. We also found these old clothes in Grandma Eddie's room. Boys' clothes. And a freaky note that looked like it might have been written in blood. It said, "I'm still in here and I love you," or something. I don't know what that means, but it was in plastic. She clearly wanted to keep it. Wait, hang on a second. Did I say the thing? Stella talked over me. Why did I get covered up? Hang on. Yeah, do you want to see the cards? We brought some of them with us. Hi, Droon. Thank you for saying boo. Stella, please. None of that was even important. Because at the end of it was all... At the end of it all was this cell. A prison cell. Somebody was being kept in there. It looked like it had been used for years. And just before we left, we ran into Wayne, and I'm pretty sure he's the one who made sure we found it, but I don't know why. He was all mysterious and called me some old curse word and left. There. That's everything. Okay, it's all laid out on the table. I don't know what you want me to say. You want me to say my family, all my dead relatives are evil? That they did evil things before I was ever born, and now it's up to me to drag it all out into the sun and apologize for acts that were never my fault? I thought Innie and I had already decided how we felt about that. Neither one of us feels we should have to pay for somebody else's sins. Why should I be sorry to be related to such awful, monstrous people? As if I had any choice. Or maybe you're saying I'm part of this. Is that what you're implying, Stella? That I knew, that maybe I've even been a willing participant in my family's supposed crimes? I don't know, Tabby. Of course I don't want to believe that. That's why we came here to... We. Yes. Let's not leave out my cousin. Is this what you think, Innie? I'm not here to accuse Tabitha of anything. That's not why I'm here. Oh, can I say something now? Alright, Annie, as soon as I saw her, I just had to get it all out of my system, I guess. Yeah, I asked you a question, didn't I? don't like that. I don't like that. We're just stating facts, Tabitha. Why does it upset you so much if you have nothing to hide? I don't like that. But it's book smart. I don't like it. Nothing we saw in there is ancient history. It's all still affecting this town. Scarlett's included. But I was hoping you'd help us stop it. You know, being a Scarlet hasn't been all good, Tabby. You're always sulking around, talking about how hard it is to keep the whole town going the way you do. Sulking? I don't sulk, I'm just tired. I don't need your pity. That's not going to change anything. I just need to get this week over with. I need everything to work out. And things will go back to normal, and people will stop barging into my office to accuse me of whatever you were going to accuse me of. Happy, we're not attacking you. I'm your friend. Annie's family. You keep pushing us away. Are you gonna have anyone left? But before you can... Oh. But before you can say another word, there is a knock. The trailer door. I want to tell her about the things from her dad so much. Stella, why? Oh, man. Stella, I love you, but I need to... Hang on, like... I don't know enough to think anything. I just came to talk. I'm gonna say that. This is your chance to say whatever it is you might know. Do you even know anything at all? You can tell us if you don't. We just want you to be honest with us. Why? You can decide why you should hate me after all? Abby, I don't hate you. I just want to know you. Oof. No. A matter of police business that needs to be discussed. Deputy Franklin? Miss Scarlett, so sorry to bother you. But I've got a matter of police business that needs to be discussed. It concerns your cousin. You wouldn't happen to know any's whereabouts? Don't yell, we'll be out in a second. Well, if it isn't any in the flesh. If you wouldn't mind coming with me, I'd like to ask you some questions down at the station. Questions? What for? Yeah, officer, if you have questions, you can ask them now. I'm sure the three of us can help. Ah, well, you see, this is more of an apprehending of a potential suspect. The suspect being your cousin, ma'am. The suspect? My cousin? My cousin? But Annie hasn't done anything wrong. We've been doing your job for you all week, and this is how you're gonna repay us? I'll handle this, Stella. Officer, I assume you haven't somehow forgotten who I am the last 2 seconds? No, ma'am. Tabitha Scarlett, owner of the Scarlet Mines. Of course I know who you are, ma'am. Then you must know it wouldn't be a very good idea to test my patience by threatening my last remaining family member with an arrest. You know that? Miss Scarlett, if I may be frank, I don't serve the Scarlets. I serve this town. Yeah, things are going a bit off the rails. And if you're attempting to stand in the way and keep me from doing my job, I may have to arrest you too. We're not trying to get in the way, Deputy. I just don't see what charges you could possibly be levying. I'm still investigating the death of Duke Calloway. Hey, we told you what happened out there. You just didn't believe us. Miss Richmond, I'm afraid I can't arrest one of your little myths and legends. So Annie remains the prime suspect until... I don't think you have any evidence, Deputy. If either one of you ladies would let me speak, maybe I would actually be able to share the evidence that's been piling up against Annie. But it doesn't seem to me like either of you are entirely interested in hearing it. See, this is why towns aren't run by local... In hell, hang on a second. See, this is why towns aren't run by coal barons or influencers. They're run by unbiased professionals whose job it is to see through the bullshit of personal relationships and lay down the law on those who threaten the safety of their communities. Either one of you is willing to see what's right in front of your eyes, so I'll do it for you. Franklin whips out a pair of handcuffs and in one swift police academy motion, flicks them into place around your wrists. Annie, you have the right to remain silent. Dude, I have been picking up the slack for your asses all week. I've been helping people. Officer, if you think I'm suspicious, you should go see the dungeon we found in the Scarlet Estate this morning. Something is going on, but I have nothing to do with it. I can't deal with this. I need to find the other stones. I need to figure out what's been going wrong. If you stop me, I feel like something bad is going to happen. Okay, I'll go quietly. Wouldn't arrest little old me. I have been picking up the slack for your asses all week. I've been helping people. That's true, Deputy. Things could have been a lot worse without any around, and I'm pretty sure they'll just keep getting worse if we don't. Miss Richmond, I don't think we quite have the same definition of help. All I know is this was a quiet, respectable town, then Annie showed up, and things started going to hell. Pardon me if I think that warrants investigation. And where was I? Right. And anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You're really doing this, aren't you? If you think this conversation is over, you've got another thing coming. I'll follow you all the way to the station, and you'd better believe I'm going to get a real shark of a lawyer involved. We'll tell you everything. You'll see this has all just been a huge misunderstanding. No, Stella. You better stay here and man the fort. I don't need you getting car sick on the way. But, Annie, I can't just leave them. It's okay. I promise. By the end of the day, my cousin will walk out of the station with a clean record, and I'll have this joke of a deputy's badge flushed down the damn toilet. Deputy Franklin shoves you into the back of the squad car, ignoring Tabitha's threats as she hurries to her old BMW, intent on following behind as you're escorted to the police station. As you're shoved into the car, a voice crackles over the radio. Franklin, pick up already. We ain't got all day, boy. Apologies, Sheriff. I was just apprehending Annie. I did some sleuthing while you and the boys were out, decided to make a move on the case. The Scarlet Kid? I didn't think they did anything arrest-worthy. We can chat about that later. We need you up at the farms pronto. Got ourselves a possible 187 brewing. 10-4. Damn. This day just keeps getting crazier. Suppose you'll have to come along for the ride, kid. Alright, that's fine. Deputy Franklin wastes no time in turning on the sirens, blasting down the road towards whatever emergency is underway, with you in tow. This is possibly one of the few times he has ever been able to do this, and despite his sunglasses and stiff demeanor, there is definitely an excitement in the way he cruises around the treacherous mountain turns. As the car pulls up to the farms, you feel it again, tingling at the back of your skull. Urgency. almost like a hand pressing you gently forward with the threat that it might become more forceful if you don't comply. Like so much crying. Crying that can only stop if you tend to it. There is definitely another stone here. It's getting harder to ignore them. The feeling is strange when you try to examine it. Contradictory. Something that both desires to be alone, yet at the same time needs you in its presence. It's bringing something into this world, and it needs your help delivering it. Deputy Franklin gets out of the car, leaving you in the back as he joins the assembled crowd. But before the deputy can get a word in, you can hear your cousin shouting from her car. Hey, what the hell is going on? This isn't the police station. Just a minor police emergency, ma'am. We'll have you and Eddie over to the station as soon as this is sorted. Whatever, fine. Just make it quick, okay? All right, Sheriff. What's the situation? Bo got tired of waiting for y'all to come do your jobs, so he took it upon himself to go investigate the Tremaine household, and he ain't come back out. And it's been hours. Irma, I'll do the honors of briefing the officer on our current situation. You can go back to the house and let us handle it from here. But y'all don't know about all his traps and whatnot. Duke was always saying not to go in there on account of the Tremaine insanity. It's all right, ma'am. We're the police. Facing dangerous situations is our job. The woman, who you take to be Bo's mom, reluctantly returns to the porch of her house, watching the other building intently as the officers talk amongst themselves. Franklin, you're with me. We're headed on in to get a handle on the situation. Erickson, you listen in from the squad car. Hopefully we can settle this without you, but you're our backup if things go south, all right? Yes, sir. Think there's any hope for the hostage? Been awful quiet. If you ask me, I don't suspect there is a hostage. Not anymore. We'll more likely be giving the doc a call once this is all settled. Giving the doc a call. Ooh, that's not good. With a tip of his hat, Ugby signals to Franklin, and the two make their way up the hill toward the old farmhouse. Hey there, Innie. Sorry you had to come along for the ride. We'll have you back at the station soon enough. Sounds like this won't take too long to settle. In the meantime, I'll keep you company. The thing calling out to you is starting to lose its patience. You need to find a way out of here before it gets angry. You let me go, please? I haven't done anything wrong. You don't really think Bo is dead in there, do you? I'd love to be wrong about this. I really would. It'd be a real shame considering that what poor Irma's already been through this week. But Bo's a big man. Hard to keep a big man like that from moving around and making a fuss. And we've seen a whole lot of nothing going on in there. Still as the grave, if you pardon the expression. You guys are arresting me? Would you also arrest the guy who's been stalking me, since he's doing a real crime? Right, that alleged stalker of yours. As far as I remember, he hasn't done all that much besides show up once or twice. Is that right? Doesn't sound that criminal to me, especially not in a town this small. But hey, see this as a bright side to us taking you in. No boogeyman can get you at the station. Yeah, that's not true. Could you let me go, please? I haven't done anything wrong. Oh, I'm sure you haven't, but that's why we're gonna bring you in to answer a few questions, so we can prove as much. If we see that you really aren't a threat to the town, then we'll let you go, and that'll be that. What about innocent until proven guilty? Okay, should be no problem then, since I'm completely innocent. How am I supposed to prove that? Could you at least let me out of these handcuffs? I would, but you're all the way back there, and I'm all the way back here, and way up here, and I just got comfortable. Plus, I got no backup. Can't do anything without backup. Have some patience. This will be over soon, just like I said. I have reason to suspect that there is a cursed stone here that holds some kind of ancient, possibly evil magic. I'm gonna sue all of you so hard, I'm gonna take this to the FBI. The Supreme Court! I'll give you $100 if you let me go right now. I need to get into that house, dude. I need to get into that freaking house. Tell the deputy what? The bribe? Yeah. You know what? I am going to tell him about this. I have reason to suspect that there is a cursed stone here that holds some kind of ancient, possibly evil magic. I'm doing that first. Magic stone? What, like a crystal? Crystal meth, maybe. I always suspected Julius might be a tweaker. He laughs at his own unfunny joke. There is a sound coming from the house on the hill, shouting, angry and panicked. A frantic voice crackles over the radio. Derrickson, come in! The sheriff is down! Derrickson, come in! The sheriff is down! Those damn traps! Irma wasn't kidding! Keep it together, Franklin. Is he breathing? And what is the status on Tremaine and Calloway? Something in the basement. Going down now. You hear an ungodly noise over the radio. Gunshot. And then static. Franklin, report. But there is only silence. Damn it, Franklin. Deputy Derrickson hesitates briefly outside your door, as if hoping someone might leave the farmhouse without his getting involved. But after a few seconds, he's heading up the hill, yelling something to Irma. And then a figure appears outside of the car door. A moment later, you hear the click of a lock. Time to go. You get out of the car, your body moving on instinct. The stone is louder outside. Its song is buzzing in your ears, drowning out the world, hauling you up the hill towards the old farmhouse. I can't think straight. The stone is doing something to me. I don't think I should go in there, but I don't think I can stop myself. Will you come with me? Will you come with me? You come with? That's all you're able to sputter out. The buzzing drowns out your words. You can almost feel it pulling your feet, aching to move. Wayne reaches out, touching your hand. His fingers are stiff and hot with infection. I'm sorry, Annie. It's more dangerous for me than it is for you. I can't. I really would have preferred it if we could do all this together. But the witch started it early. I should have known she would. Handcuffs fall away from your wrists. You weren't paying attention to what he did to make that happen. Because it doesn't matter. You have somewhere to be. But she's at her most vulnerable now, and she won't be expecting you. Damn, that's good. Hang on. Actually, I think I will save that because I do like this. We had a little tender moment there. But unfortunately, it is time for ads, so I will see you in 3 minutes. But you have to. I'm sorry. I really would have preferred it if we could do all this together. But the witch started it early. I should have known she would. No, I like that sweet little touching moment that we had. But she's at her most vulnerable now, and she won't be expecting you. So go on. I'll be watching. Nothing bad is going to happen to you. He gives you a hard shove forward, and then he's gone. Hey, what the hell just happened? Was that Wayne? But you don't have time to respond to your cousin. Today's event has already begun. And yet, you're interrupted by yet another car pulling up to the scene. Tabitha? Irma? Annie? I got paged by the sheriff. What the hell is going on here? Where are all of the cops? The talking is just noise. Their words don't matter. There's a humming in your head, almost like a voice. One you can just barely make out. But you know it will be clearer the closer you get to the stone. You start wandering up towards the farmhouse at the top of the hill. Hey, I'm talking to you! Oh, come on. Oh, come on. They're headed to Julius's. But you continue forward. You barely even notice your hand slipping over the doorknob. And now you're inside. Sheriff Hugby dangles in the middle of the room. An axe attached to some strange mechanism, and the ceiling is embedded in his face, holding up his corpse in an imitation of life. Jesus. Careful, Joan. There are traps all over the damn place. This old guy really is crazy, huh? Who the hell put something like this in their house? Past the body, you can see a giant pumpkin through the door to the garage, cracked open. Its guts strewn across the floor, seeds dotted across the hardwood, like a trail of breadcrumbs leading to the basement stairs. God damn, dude. There's like roots and shit all over the place. They kind of look meatier, though. Yeah, that's a shame. He was a useless cop, but he didn't deserve this. The hell is going on here? Derrickson, is the doc here yet? We need a medical professional down here. His voice is coming from the basement. That's where you need to be. He's been shot, Joan. I think you better call somebody. The doctor's here? Julius, you should let her come down. You don't really want the officer to die down here, do you? I'm not the one blocking the stairs. I'm not the one you gotta convince. It won't be blocked for you. The stone wants you here. Everybody shut up. Avery, that's your name, right? Get pressure on that wound. Yes, ma'am. Get away from him, kid. But the doctor... I don't care. Let him bleed. You're only making problems for yourself, Tremaine. Dr. Kelly quickly pulls out her phone. Damn it, there's no signal in here. I've got to step outside. You keep holding that wound, and no one else had better die while I'm gone. Get to see the hot doctor lady. I should go back and after I'm dating her and then do this too. The doctor pulls at the door, but a weave of fibrous tendrils holds it shut. It would seem that the same forces that let all of you in refuse to let anyone leave. Are we stuck here? What the hell are we supposed to do now? But you already know what to do. Approach the basement. I'm so glad Stella's not here. I'm so glad Stella's not here. I'm so glad Stella's not here, but I kind of wish Stella was here. Tabby's here. Tabby's here. Tabby's here. Tabby, please be safe. You're vaguely aware that Officer Derrickson is trying to stop you, but he's too nervous to take a step. You reach the basement door and start to claw at the weird, fleshy vines blocking your way. They're strong, but they relent and touch, welcoming you down below. Who the hell? You tried to undermine me, witch. I should have known you'd try to find a way around the rules. You've trapped the town. You've trapped the town. This isn't what any of us wanted. You should nullify the deal before this gets any worse. It's just unhappy. I didn't think something like that would be so opinionated. But I have a plan to placate it. If it wants a less broken body, it can have one. Then we'll see if it still feels cheated enough to hold a grudge. It's not too late, Enoch. You can let Eddie have the baby. And your family can go back to normal, happy and unburdened. I'll clean everything up. And be like nothing ever happened. I'll even leave town. Manipulative hag. That's what you wanted all along, wasn't it? This whole ordeal was just an opportunity for you to have access to it. Well, I know better than to hand an ounce of power over to you, Verena. Our partnership has come to an end, witch. I will be continuing on with my business, and you should be grateful that I let you continue on with yours. One of these days, Enoch, someone will be strong enough to do what needs doing. I can wait. I can wait a long, long time. Hey. Everybody still alive? Tabitha coughs. I think I broke something. Yeah, me too. Did you have to fall right into the gunshot wound? Well, bitch. Verena. Have to find the bitch. Find the witch. Enoch fucked everyone over, even the witch. Babble incoherently about your vision. Enoch fucked everyone over, even the witch. Witch? Sybil? She send you? She trick you into taking her side in all this? Guess I should have known I probably wasn't the only one whose life she decided to fuck with. But all that ends now. I'm in charge here, and I'll get what I was promised. Hey man, calm down. It's all good. Speak for yourself. Your vision finally focuses, and your mind is once again your own. Avery watches you furtively from across the room. The man, Julius, holds a gun in a silent threat. Franklin clutches at a nasty wound in his side, blood spilling out onto the dirt floor of the unfinished basement. And in the corner is Bo. Something is attached to him. The source of the awful noise. It stutters with pained inhalations. Bo is still breathing, but he doesn't look well. The stone brought you here and stuck you in the middle of another nightmare. Annie, we can't get to you. The door's sealed shut. Even as she yells to you, her voice is faint, barely audible behind the now thickened roots and vines that block your escape. Let's bring the Scarletts up to speed, Julius. They look a little shell-shocked. Where do I fucking begin? Alright. So the witch, I caught her doing some shit she shouldn't have been doing, and she offered me a deal if I kept it to herself. Always wanted to raise a boy of my own. God never saw fit to give me the chance. He gave me the means to right that injustice. Only it obviously didn't quite go the way it was supposed to. Calloway's interfered, just like always. Made it so I had to hatch him earlier than he was ready. Came out hungry. Too hungry for me to handle. He kept trying to get at me, so I had to hold him up down here. I had to hole up down here. Been stuck since fucking Wednesday night. Damn roots won't let me leave, and they've clogged up the drains, so I haven't been able to call that witch, get her to make things right. But I'm a man of preparedness. Figured I could wait it out. Until Bo here decided to trespass. Guess he lost a tussle with my boy, and the two of them wound up down here with me. And that about sums it up. I guess in the end it's only fair. Son for a son. And birth ain't ever pretty, is it? It's not like doing it the old-fashioned way is all sunshine and roses. Just hope he winds up looking more like a person when he's done cooking. So you blackmailed a witch for her magic beans so you could grow a boy? I'd watch what you fucking say to me. I'm not saying anything. I just wanted to make sure I understood your story. I love Tabitha so much. I don't give a shit about your story, Tremaine. And that gives you reason to shoot a cop. Self-defense. Castle doctrine. Why should I care what happens here? I've just been dropped into the middle of the situation without any context. None of this has anything to do with me. I shouldn't be here. Avery, I thought you were chill. Why the hell are you helping this guy? Avery, what the hell is going on down here? This is so messed up. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Oh, can you hear me? Are you alive? You don't need to threaten anybody. Let's just talk, okay? Do you know how to contact her, the witch? You need to let Bo go. Avery, what the hell is going on down here? You don't have to answer, kid. I don't need my business explained to every stranger who decides to pay me a visit. It's okay. Annie has been through a lot of stuff like this lately. They must be an expert at this point. So Julius hatched a baby out of the pumpkin. The really big pumpkin? You probably saw it upstairs. And then he was stuck in the basement for a couple days while it was upstairs crawling around looking for food. Then, unfortunately, Bo showed up. All I heard was some yelling and crashing around up there. Then I wound up with this shit on my hands. So I called the kid to come try to help me sort it out. That's me. Julius thought my plant expertise would come in handy. I can't say it's been that helpful, though. I feel like the baby is freaking out more than ever. Getting it out of Bo without killing him doesn't seem easy or possible. You know, they knew stuff about plants. That's pretty cool. Would have been easier if everybody in town hadn't decided to show up uninvited. And why is Deputy Franklin shot? All I did was walk in. You can't just walk into a man's house and expect to have the run of the place. You were getting ready to pull out your gun. I was defending myself. This has anything to do with me. I shouldn't be here. Damn right you shouldn't be here. I didn't want any of you people here. The only one I called is the kid, and that was just because the Calloway boy decided to make problems for me and barge in when he wasn't welcome. It's his own damn fault. If he hadn't gone and gotten himself all entangled with my boy, would he ever had to know what was going on up here? Could have just kept on with my private life, staying private the way I like it. Penny, maybe you should just close your eyes until it's over. This is my situation to fix. You shouldn't have to see any of this. Oh, can you hear me? Are you alive? Gotta get back to Mama. Worrying about me. I think I can see it. Look, all those bumps under his skin. Thing really did go deep. That thing is my son, and you will address him as such. Sorry, Julius. Listen, clearly you need something. You woke up talking about the witch. You want to know where she is? I can tell you how to find her. If none of you does anything stupid, then I'll tell you what I know. Sound fair?
No.
The conversation is interrupted by Bo shifting uncomfortably as the creature lets out a guttural moan. So what, we're just supposed to wait until the Calloway kid dies? That's exactly right. My kid gets born, and we all forget this ever happened. Alright, well, time to ask a whole bunch of fucking questions. Bo and the baby. Does your son have a name? You don't name a kid till after it's born. Even I know that. Bad luck if you do it early. Okay. Can it talk? He's barely a day old. Of course he can't talk yet. And it's making noises. Kinda sounds like abbling, right? Like babies do? Hi, Sparkly. Welcome in. How about it, baby? Can you say mama? The baby makes a horrible sound that is not even remotely similar to mama. What exactly happens after this thing is finished? Do you think it's just going to be a normal kid? Would you say that about those little premature babies they keep in the incubators? We don't know what he's going to look like. That don't matter, because he's my son. And I love him. And I don't know, and I know he'll get big and strong if he just gets himself enough food. Even if he doesn't change, he's kind of cute like this anyway. Yeah, you know, that's true. Definitely weird, but cute. Bo squirms with discomfort. The baby seems to be digging deeper. How do you know it will stop with Bo? It sounds like it was hunting you before it found him. What happens when it gets hungry again? I don't appreciate you trying to pick all this apart. Just sit there and stay quiet and we won't have trouble, got it? It's definitely going to eat you. It won't get the chance to go after Julius. I'll be taking you in. Not if you hurry up and die. Is there really no way we could separate him from Bo? Maybe if we offered him something better? This ain't a debate. Shut up or I'll shut your mouth for you. I don't know, Julius. I still think there's something we're missing. Benny thinks so too. Maybe it's worth talking about again. That's why I'm here in the first place, right? Come up with some other solution? And you and I already decided this was best. That discussion we had and done with before anybody else even showed up.
No.
Bo twitches, his skin blossoming with fresh bruises as the thing takes more of him. It makes you think that Sybil is the witch. She's just helpful. What exactly did you catch her doing that made her make a deal with you? Look, I'm a man of my word. She told me I'd get what I wanted, and I told her she would get my silence. I stand by that. That being said, perhaps it had something to do with that husband of hers, and whatever it was he was sick with. Husband? He's married? But she's so young. Young? Young? Do you need glasses or something? That woman's a goddamn crone if I've ever seen one. It ain't like she's married now anyway, and dead for some time, on account of the illness. Okay, this is looking bad. Makes you think Sybil is the witch. She's just helpful. Oh, sure she is. She was all kinds of helpful once I had dirt on her. She wanted to be kept quiet. And of course, all y'all think she's nice. Everybody in town drinks that tea. So make people awful fond of her. I see. Did the witch tell you how to take care of this thing once it's done? It's meant to be a kid when it's done. Other people seem to figure out how to raise those all the time. Don't need her giving me parenting tips. Those babies don't eat people to live. This doesn't seem that unusual to me, actually. Isn't this kind of what babies do to their mothers? It's not like they're eating takeout in there for 9 months, you know? Exactly. What the kid said. Yeah, the inside of a pregnant lady looks just like that. You two aren't crazy at all. Okay, a few less roots attached, sure. But other than that, not far off. The things under Bo's skin shift, writhing in an imitation of clenching muscle. Oh my god. She clearly betrayed you. This doesn't seem like what she promised, does it? Emmett, none of you people have any patience. He needs time, and he needs food. It can't be easy making a baby this way. It's not easy making it the normal way either, from what I hear. But isn't it still beautiful, even the way it is now? It's eating him alive. You should be horrified. The cop is right. Thing is obviously an abomination. If it were up to me, I'd just kill the thing and be done with it. All I want is to get out of here, so whatever does that fastest seems like a great idea. And that's why you're gonna sit in that corner until I say otherwise. I don't need anybody stepping in to pull some hero shit, got it? God. Why do you even want a kid? Life is unfair to you, so you, what, kill a man over it? Maybe if we let Dr. Kelly in here, she can help. We might save Bo without killing your son. Thing. I don't know if Julius is the one you have to convince. The baby is pretty freaked out right now. Getting worse ever since everybody started coming in. It's trying to protect itself. That's right. My boy's got excellent instincts for self-preservation. So unless he decides to let her come down here, we'd best leave it be.
No.
Bo seems in a bad way. His eyes are glazed. His jaw slack, except where the roots of the childlike thing are holding into place. His body can't take much more. So I could keep asking questions, or perhaps I could kill the baby. You said you know how to get in contact with the... That I do. It all sounds ridiculous when you say it out loud, but you know about her. You better believe me. I'd use this faucet here. Fill up a Pepsi bottle or whatever I got on hand. Put a little note in there. She'd make her answer no. It's fed by natural spring water. That's her preferred method of communication. Like her internet, I suppose. As you can see, it's currently out of order. I tried earlier. The boy's got his, meat all in there. Won't be getting a drop out of it until he's calmed down. Julius, dude, we gotta do something. Bo's in a lot of pain. This can't be what was supposed to happen. Thought about what happens after this, Julius? The sheriff's dead. Franklin? How'd you get down here? What happened? What kind of man lets another man make his sacrifices for him? The hell would you know about being a man? Grow a pair, then tell me how you feel. You know, I'm a man, Julius, and I think you're a coward. Correction, Franklin. You're a pig, not a man. You sold your soul for some donuts and a shiny badge. You know, Julius, I actually think Annie might be onto something. It's about connection, you know? You're having a stranger make the connection. It should be yours. No, I'm not getting guilt-tripped into dying today. This is my one chance for things to go right in my life. Everybody else got their chances already. Don't I deserve mine? I came this far. Don't I deserve to see my boy open his eyes for the first time? Run out the clock on a major decision. An action is still a choice. Yeah. In the end, you don't do anything other than talk while the creature finishes its work. This isn't the time or place for you to make a choice. Even if that wasn't the case, it's too late to make any other choice now, other than continued inaction. You watch as the thing slowly solidifies, its breaths more confident, its bows grow shallow. I think I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna actually go back and kill the baby. want to ask about the witch. What were the terms of the deal? I caught her doing what she was doing. She offered me this ritual thing, exchanged for my silence. Offered it right away. Like she could just see right through me, knew exactly what I wanted most. I suppose what she didn't know was I'm not the kind of man who'd turn somebody in anyway. Her business was her business. She didn't have to bother giving me some recipe to cook up a whiff from dirt, blood, and pumpkin seeds. I took it anyway. I just sat on it for a while. Moment of weakness. What was the ritual? Did you do something to Duke's pumpkin? It wasn't his damn pumpkin. It was on my property, and the only reason it got as big as it was is because I fed it my own blood every night since the day it was planted. Bleeding on the dirt like some kind of Satan worshiper. If that don't make it mine, I don't know what does. Oh, jeez. I don't think I should do that voice anymore. Damn. It's so rough. Like, there's gotta be a way to do like a hoarse voice without hurting your throat, you know? But it's like hard. God knows I felt crazy doing it though. But I'm not proud to say my judgment was a bit clouded. I was in a bad way. Thought of bringing a boy into the world was just not the only thing that made me feel like I could stick around. Not that any of you need to know about all that. It serves an explanation to why I trusted her in the first place. Offered him something better. How do you even want a kid? I need to explain myself to you. Make a habit of going around asking everybody why they want kids. Why they had kids. What if I'm the one asking? Never thought you were the kind of guy who wanted a family. You seem to like being left alone, so why? Fine. Only because you're asking. It gives me something to live for. Something to do right for. Somebody to do right for. Hope that life goes on after I die. Same reason anybody has kids, damn it. I don't know. I'm sorry, Julius. Should have talked to you more. I'm out here to visit. Did plenty. Don't worry about it. We need to get Franklin to Dr. Kelly. He can wait a little bit. He ain't bleeding that bad. Feels pretty bad, Tremaine. Really want... He coughs, wincing. You want 2 dead cops on your conscience? 2's not that different from 1. Not like any of you ever did me no favors anyway. Now, honestly... These cops are useless, but, like, I don't think they deserve to die for it. At least they're not, like, going around, like, actually, like, harming people like some cops do. Can I feel? Can you feel? Can you feel my heart? Oh, twitches, his skin blossoming with fresh bruises. This is the thing that makes more of him. Sup, Maeve? How you doing? Someone has to destroy that thing. It might as well be you. Tried PvP deadlock? The waiting brings you to your limit, then brings you past it. You move quickly, diving across the small room, scooping up the shears on the floor as you zero in on Bo and the thing slowly eating its way through him. Hey, hey! The shears come down on the thing, piercing its unnaturally soft chest. Bo's stolen blood pours out of its orifices in a thick sludge. Bo gasps, as if it's him you've stabbed. The thick veins under his skin expanding, writhing. No! You played Holiday. She's funny. Sometimes you just huck a bomb someplace you can't see and somebody dies. That's neat. I like the character designs in Deadlocked, but unfortunately, it's a MOBA. You stupid. You stupid. If you shoot my cousin, old man, I swear to God. You whirl around to see his gun trained on you, your heart freezing in a split second of utter terror. Franklin stumbles forward, trying to reach for his gun, but unable to stifle a cry of pain. Julius's attention is pulled away from you towards the sorry side of the cop trying desperately to wield his weapon. Julius, we're not killing anybody. Give me the... The gun goes off. You dive to the floor, panicked, your ears ringing uncomfortably. No more shots follow. You open your eyes, readjusting to the room. Please, please, please don't. No! Oh, shit, no, not you, kid. Avery's grasping on the ground near Bo. Her patterned shirt is stained with her own blood. God, what have I done? Where's the boy now, you? He raises the gun to his head. Nobody left to do better than this. Yeah, that's Tabby. I love Tabby. It's my cousin. Julie. Yes. Whatever Avery was about to try to say is silenced when Julius pulls the trigger. Oh man, it's just nothing but bad choices, isn't it? It's just nothing but make choices. So many bad things are all happening. Once again, the world feels quiet in the aftermath of the gunshot. Julius's body slumps against the wall, limp and dead, a bullet hole smoldering at his temple. What? What the fuck just happened? What the fuck? The room's attention is drawn to the sound of a horrific, inhuman gurgling, punctuating the groans of human agony. It would seem that you did not quite manage to finish the job. Jesus Christ, that thing is still alive? Move it before it grabs him again. Any Bo alive can live. The baby can have me. No. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No! I can't. I have to just... I can't... We've lost so many people if I do that. No. I'm giving it Bo, unfortunately. I feel like it's the lesser of two evils. You watch as the thing slowly solidifies, its breaths more confident as Bo's grows shallow. I can't let this happen. He attempts to lean forward, reaching with a bloodied hand for his gun, but Tabitha kicks him, stopping him mid-motion, his face contorting with pain. Quit it. Just let the guy have his freak baby, or do you want to get shot again? I don't appreciate your tone, young lady. Remember, you're in my house. It don't matter who you're related to here. Okay. You're a normal baby. Happy? Everyone watches each other with unease. Is it alright if I sit by him? Sure. But I'll shoot if you make any moves, kid. I don't want to, but I will. Avery shifts, settling closer to Bo. They take his hand in theirs, which doesn't seem to do anything to comfort the man. As the roots sink deeper, taking more. I'm sorry, Bo. It'll be over soon, okay? You're not alone. Nobody should die alone. I can't die. Mama would be sad. Quietly witness something birth. But he does. God, this is just awful no matter what. The thing finally pulls away from what's left of Bo. And in place of the dead man's breathing, its ungodly cries fill the room. Shh, it's all right, boy. You just killed a man. No, I watched him die. I killed you. Or at least I will have if you ever finish dying. The creature's connection to its womb has been severed, and the house groans unnaturally, straining under the weight of the meat that infiltrated its walls. The faucet in the corner of the room, finally unclogged, bursts to life, and water pours out onto the dirt floor. You wanted your witch? Well, here she comes. That woman is the literal last person on Earth I want to... That woman is the literal last person on Earth I want to see right now. Did she tell you what you're supposed to do with it now? Do you know what it eats? I mean, what else it eats? Your hands are wet. Water is spreading, pooling around you, making the floor slippery with mud. We're not calling him it. He gets a proper name now. Joseph, after my father. And I bought some baby food. You think you'll like cream spinach? The water is suddenly much higher. It rises up past your ankles. Is anyone else seeing the water? If he doesn't, maybe you'd prefer a taste of pig. Got a fresh one here. Don't think it's anywhere near me. It's like everyone else in the room is in a different world, arguing while the water rises around them, as if they don't even see it. But Tabby and I see it. And then they're swallowed up by the flood. Ginseng, baby. Finish episode 5? You feel like you're choking. There's water in your lungs, or there should be. Your ears are filled with the sound of a rushing current. It's cold and dark, and there are people screaming somewhere. Whoa, this is an eye. There are bodies in the water with you. They're all dead. 1,000 corpses, 1,000 homes all torn to pieces. But the flood recedes. It hasn't happened yet. You are the mother of a daughter, and your daughter has told you about her terrible dream. It's going to kill everyone. You are not the one who had the vision, not yet. It has only been described to you by the daughter you have been teaching, as your mother taught you. You're the only one who can stop it, Mother, but you won't be strong enough. Her words are heavy. What is happening? This is cool as shit. What the fuck? We gotta do a quick save. I'm gonna get rid of the last Eggman. That's what we're doing. How can you be sure? Maybe it's only a dream. The village is doomed then. How can you be sure? Maybe it's only a dream. Of course I'll stop it. Don't worry so much, daughter. No, Mother, I've seen it. You will try to stop it and you will die. But there's another path. Take my power. I give it willingly. I won't destroy my own daughter. But I want you to be your own person. I can't do this to you. I can't lose you. It can't be that I'm destined to lose you. It's too cruel. There is only one way you can keep me with you. There is one way you can keep me with you. Take my power. I'll live in you as I once did. I will never leave you. Reject and let 1,000 die? Or accept and take your daughter back? Oh, interesting. Here, let's make a save at one of these big, long, wild out here saves. Crazy. I want her to be her own person, and I love my daughter, but reject and let 1,000 die. Accept and take your daughter back. You accept your daughter's decision. She is not the child she once was. There is a confidence in her that you have no choice but to respect. Take her back. Her power becomes yours. The flood does not come. The village is saved, and no one ever knows the sacrifice that was made for their lives. No one but you. Years have passed. You outlive everyone you used to know. You move on. You meet new people. You start a new life. You have another daughter. This time, the vision is yours. The piece of your first daughter that lives in you shows you what is coming. Rotting bodies in the streets, the smell of sickness on the wind, church bells ringing for an endless parade of funerals. An entire city whose gates will never reopen. Everyone inside the walls falling to the curse of plague. You're among their number. Your body no longer strong enough to heal even itself. You are not enough to stop it. Not as you are. There is another path. A narrow thread. A narrow thread. If you were stronger, you could tug at it and unravel the tapestry of the future. Mother, what's wrong? Your daughter will never be as strong as you are. Not after what you had to do. But she still carries in her some strength. Enough. Explain it to you. Explain it to her as it was explained to you. You tell her what's coming. You explain what she has to give up. What you both have to give up. You love your daughter after all. You will miss her as you miss your first daughter. She is angry. Even when you try to explain that she will be a part of you, that she won't die, she cries, and she tries to run away from you. Fate is attempting to cut its loose thread. The entire city rests on this decision. Stop her from leaving. Let her go. Give up on the city. Hi, Dale. Welcome in. Thank you for saying boo. Oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. You have to make tough choices. I could just let her go. I could give up on the city. I'm gonna let her go. Your daughter leaves you. Resign yourself to the future. She is one of the first to die. The streets flood with disease and the bodies are buried and burned. Then left in heaps on the streets until no one is left to remember any of their names. But that's not how it happened. But that's not how it happened. The entire city rests on this decision, and you stop her from leaving. You do not let your daughter run from you. No plague comes. The city never knows what it would have. The city never knows that it would have been a ruin. But there is an unhappiness in you. She didn't understand, and what you took of her is angry, confused, restless. Dale, thank you so much for your 10 stream streak. I very much appreciate it. So cool of you to have watched me 10 streams in a row. All the kids are doing it, as they say. Where were we? The war rages, and it never stops raging. Bleeding that spans generations, children born to die. Decades of pain. Decades of pain that leave a raw wound on the world. Or it ends before it begins. The few die for the sake of the many. You can guide powerful hands to crush those that need crushing, if only you have more power of your own. You call your daughter to you. You raise them differently these days. The disquiet left by the reluctant daughter taught you a permanent lesson. They don't need convincing anymore. They are ready to return to you whenever you need them. Take her back and stop the war before it starts. The daughter joins her sisters easily, as she has been trained to do. You are the only one who will remember her sacrifice and her name. The small rebellion is crushed before it becomes a revolution. The people in power are happy. You leave. You don't want to see any more visions of war. You set your sights on a place where there are no kings. America. And yet, even an ocean away, power finds you. A man with aspirations. Anyone can hold power here, you have discovered, if they're vicious enough to want it. The hunger in him senses the power in you, and for a time you humor him. You allow him to give you a life of comfort, you and your daughter. You don't see a future where he ever grows more powerful than you can manage, not until the vision comes. A war like none the world has witnessed. A fledgling nation devoured in the nest. A man who sits on a throne where none was meant to be. The world under his cruel fist, bowing to its crushing weight. The very ocean stained red by his influence. He is already on his way, you realize too late. You have been too close to him to see it. Your choices have already narrowed. The war is coming. Whether you strike now or not, the loose thread sticking out from a mass of blood, with you too weak to grasp it. But you have a daughter. You always have a daughter until you don't. It's time to rest. Aren't you tired? Of course you are. But the world needs you. You can't let it end like this. The part of you that is your first daughter can't let you. Take her back and erase the man before his name can mean anything. She joins her sisters as is her destiny, and you remove him from the world. The hole where he was is filled by lesser men, none of whom remember whose shoes they're stepping into, and none of whom can hope to command the way we have. And none of whom can hope to command the way he would have. Blood is spilled, less blood, but you still feel every drop. You hide yourself away from the world. You and your daughter. The visions still find you, but here they are small. The decisions simple. You make them all the same, helping where you can. A storm halted, a conflict settled, until one day you are shown a dark pit. Splintering wood, debris trapping everyone inside. Bodies burning as the very rock catches fire, children screaming as their flesh bubbles, then silence as lungs fill with smoke. You know the choice that lies in front of you. Not this time. You take your daughter's hand, and you look her in the eyes. They're green like yours. You don't want to do it this time. You stare out over the hills together as a plume of smoke rises into the air, but you can't hear the screams from here. You assume you will die one day like anyone else. After all, you're long past due. Maybe you'll be lucky enough to know your grandchildren before you go. Then the man comes, and with him, the vision. He has already decided. He is bringing something here. Something ravenous that doesn't belong. But that has been pressing at the edges of your world, trying to find a way in. It has its way now, whether you help him or not. More of the thread you've followed comes into focus, and for the first time, you follow it beyond your death. Disaster after disaster, crisis after crisis. Thousands of years of little cuts that you weren't there to mend. On and on it goes, longer than you can ever hope to follow. Its toll eternal and incalculable. But there is a new thread too. If you are patient enough, if you are strong enough, when the moment finally comes, if you do everything right, you can devour this thing that sits outside the world. And it will give you so much power that you will never have to take back a daughter again. You could fix as many things as you'd care to fix. Floods, plagues, wars, kings. You look into her green eyes, so much like yours. You can't. But you did. Take her back and summon the entity into the world. You welcome her back, as you have with every daughter before her, and you help the man. He is arrogant. He cheats the thing from another world in every way he can. He wastes your time. There will have to be more daughters before the day comes that this will be over. But days and daughters come and go, and you are very patient. You have to be, if you're going to stop the hurt that would scar a world without you there to guide it. And now, you are here, on the cusp of the end, the final daughter. Annie? Tabitha? What are you two doing here? Are you real? Yeah, we're real. Are you? I don't know, probably. I wasn't expecting anyone to see me off. I especially wasn't expecting the two of you. That means you've made up my mind, yeah. Don't try to talk me out of it, it won't work. You're a good person, Kanika. I hope you know that. I forgot you. I can't believe it. All day, it's like you didn't exist. What exactly is she trying to prevent? Do you even know? That thing that Enoch brought. Whatever it is, breaking out and causing havoc. And all those disasters my mom would be able to stop if she takes its power for herself. She'd be able to fix the town and make it so people can actually leave again. Annie, don't you want that? We could forget about everything that happened earlier today. Things could be okay between us. I forgot you. I can't believe it all day. It's like you just didn't exist. That's weird. Can't even remember that I forgot about her. Yeah, it's part of all this. Soon enough, you can go back to forgetting, and it'll be like all this never happened. You won't even know to be upset about it. What decision? You saw that whole vision thing, right? Generations of people are going to suffer if I don't help her. Look, I'm going to do what I was born to do. I'm going to save lives, Annie. More than most people could in a lifetime. It's the only sensible thing to do. How do we know any of that really happened? It happened, Annie. Which means that if I don't go through with this, I'll know everything my mom could have stopped will be my fault. You really feel like your life has been meaningless? Working at a shitty little general store in a dying town? Yes, I would call that pretty meaningless. Most lives are meaningless, Annie. Yours doesn't have to be. You know, I don't think I've ever seen you without glasses before. Huh? So she's wearing contacts. What does that have to do with any... But there's something about this inconsistency that nags you. Nags at you. The illusion wavers, trying to maintain its hold, but it's too late. Of course. I should have known better than to think I could hide from you, Minnie. I'd hoped it would all be over before you could find me. I know it can be unpleasant to watch. I'd hoped to spare you, even if I knew in my heart that all the worthwhile roads for you to walk would bring you right here, would bring you here right before I could finish my work. Why is she so hot? Like, I'm sorry. I just gotta say, she's smoking here. This is like, wow. But yeah, she's doing a bad, evil thing, and this shouldn't happen. And I should free. I should save freaking Kanika. What if I flirted with her though? Ooh, maybe I can do that on the old, like the hot old run. On my hot old run, maybe I might be able to like use my wiles to, I don't know. I wasn't trying to trick you for what it's worth. No, I'm sure that doesn't sound very truthful. Please try to trust that this is all in your best interest. Your cousin knows that, of course. Don't you, Tabitha? Tabitha says nothing, averting her eyes from the witch's gaze as best she can. I'm doing this to save you, and the town as a whole. Hasn't everyone been stuck here long enough? Kanika can't save them on her own, but I can. I wish this wasn't how this had to be, but it's the only way either of your stories get a happy ending. There is no illusion masking her words, no trickery. She is speaking her truth. But perhaps there remains a narrow path for you to walk. It's true, Annie. It's true. I'm sorry I let you think I didn't know anything about what was wrong with the town, but that was before I knew you, okay? So try to trust me now. We have to do this. No way. No way am I gonna let this happen. Are you fucking kidding me? There's a reason why I remembered the name on that wall. There's a reason. Speak the name that was carved into the cell wall. Of course, scratching on the walls. This was what it was for. Annie, no, you don't know what you're... You don't have to know how to speak it. The thought of it brings the sound to your lips, the name forcing its way out. Yearning to be free from your mind and used as the dagger it is. The dagger tears into her. That was cool! Everything that is not her pours out of the delicate tapestry of her existence, the parts she arranged so neatly scattering, their voices filling the dream around you, confusion as her careful order is upended. A single dangling thread comes into focus. What's going on? Before another word can slip through her lips, Tabitha's mouth seems to vanish. She silently claws at the smooth skin where it used to be. I'm still just as strong as I was. Don't be fooled by my appearances. Don't be fooled by appearances. Annie, listen to me. I am one of very few people who want to see you walk free. Truly free. Tabitha knows this. Her family, too, knew this. They didn't want this for you. Tabitha is going against generations of her family to do it, to save her last remaining relative. That means something. But even if you don't believe a word I've said about your own safety, I'll give you something else too. A piece of my power to keep for yourself. As you are now, you're limited in your potential. There's so much more you could be. I could give that to you. Consider it a wish granted. I only need to finish what I started. What? I could just gain a trait? Because she's offering me a trait. That's insane. I could be hot if I wanted to be. This is crazy. Okay. If you want me to trust you, then give me what you're promising now. Show me you can. Pull the thread. I can't. It requires a strength I don't currently possess. If you want what I've offered you, you'll just have to trust me. I'm doing this for everyone. Remember that. I'm not getting any of that shit. I'm pulling the thread. You ignore her offer. You grab the thread and pull. The delicate tapestry is unwoven, the witch's careful work torn open, if only momentarily, as her daughter's hands are finally unbound enough to grab for their mother. Their cries are a song calling out as they drag her down into the depths of their mass, craving her warmth, her attention, her love, as it has been so long since she held them. Neat. I hope I did the right thing! The tapestry weaves itself shut around her. The cries grow quiet, sated. The witch is gone. Anika catches her breath in the space once occupied by her sisters. Now she stands alone. Though she isn't really alone. Not anymore, and she never will be. She wears the weave of all those generations of power. Someone has to. What did you do to me? Tabitha's lips finally unseal. Her mouth reappears, fixed in a confused scowl. That's a good question. Is she gone, or is she what you are going to be? I can feel her in here, but she's small. So small, it's like she's just thought. We're all screwed, aren't we? We had a way out of all this, and now I don't even know what we have. I'm sorry, Tabitha. Don't apologize. Annie, what did you do? I want answers. Welcome to the Dead Moms Club. Holy shit, dude. Holy shit now. What the fuck is that? Okay, I have to say that. I get to see it a fourth time? Go to the Dead Moms Club. A manic laugh breaks through her shock. Now isn't the time for jokes. It's okay, Tabitha. It's funny. But I don't think she's dead. She's just like the rest of them now. Like I was going to be. Wow, this is insane. Magic isn't supposed to be real. She let me say that so many times, all while she knew. Am I supposed to do what she was going to do? How do I even know what that is? She never told me anything, or taught me anything. How am I supposed to save this town if I don't even know what's wrong with it? I don't know. My cousin just killed the only person who seems to have a plan to fix things. Maybe if she's a voice in your head, she'll let you in on what to do. Otherwise, I guess we just have to see how things play out. If we ever get out of here. I think I can manage that. Everybody hold on, okay? Kanika takes both your hands. She pulls and the world shifts nauseatingly around you. It feels like you're being buoyed upwards, ascending rapidly, her grip firm as reality seems to rush to meet you until finally you surface. You're outside. It's raining. You have no idea where you are. Oh, Pastor Daniel. First of all, let me just get a new tabby pick real quick. Yippee! I just noticed I got a DM to answer it. Okay. Let me see. You like the direction I chose because you didn't trust Sybil since you first saw her. Yeah. I still think that, like, if I have the choice, I will definitely, like, romance Sybil if I can. You know what? Either way, let's see what happens next. Tulip? Janie? Actually finish episode 5. Finish episode 5 with Mystical. Finish episode 5 with the other thing. Yeah, the game seems to have a lot of options. This is the end of episode 5. Only one major content update remains until the story reaches its conclusion in the final chapter. Stay tuned for updates on this final release by joining our Discord, following us on social media, or signing up for our newsletter. If you'd like to carry your progress over into the final chapters, please save your game now. Am I on the Discord already? I don't think I am. But I may just do that. I may join the Discord. I think I'm going to. I was like, why am I not in the Discord yet? That's because, I know why. It's because I only have 100 servers. I'm already in 100 servers. I can't join 101. That's against the law. Do you know that that's against the law? Pretty crazy. Yeah. Let me see if there's a server I can leave that I'm not using anymore. I'm pretty sure I've got some I could just leave. Yeah, I'm gonna... Server. So I'm gonna join this one for real. Yippee! Okay, I'm in the server now. Place of the Princess. Join the subreddit. Join our mailing list. Continue. Oh yeah, I need to save. I need to save. No. This one. Very, very good. Very good. What do I do now? Like, I should totally, like, do something else now, right? You guys want to see what happens if you do it while you're hot? Maybe we shouldn't do that. Maybe we'll do something. What do I do now? That's all that's left. That's all there is. That's all we have until the next update. Man. What the heck, man? Like, what? I don't know. It's 2 a.m. What the heck, man? That was so good. That was so freaking good. Oh my god, I love this game. And I've got Tabby with me. Karaoke? You want me to do karaoke? I like karaoke. I don't want to play a game, though. But I also kind of want this VOD to be just Scarlett Hollow. So I think I might end stream and then immediately go live again, but doing something else for like a couple more hours. Or I could end it. I don't know. How long was this stream? This wasn't even a 4-hour stream. That's crazy. No way. I can't just end it. Let me think. I like karaoke, but I just did a lot of reading. I don't know if my voice can take all that. Let's play a game where I don't have to read. You guys, are you guys okay with Zomboid if I play some Zomboid? Zomboid works. All right. Let's do a poll for everybody. You're just sitting here stitching up a wallet. Understandable. Understandable. Let me do a poll real quick. Zomboid? Other game? S? Zomboid? No. Other game? Or... hang on. Other game. And, no. No more stream. No more stream. You're unopposed. Okay. Well, here we're gonna do a 2-minute poll. And there we got a poll. We've got a poll. Go cast your votes. Cast your votes, everybody. These are anonymous votes. So lurkers, it's lurker friendly. Just you know, feel free to click on an option, whatever you'd like to have for lurkers, whatever you'd like to have in the background of whatever you're doing. And otherwise, you know, pseudo anonymous. Yeah, it's like pseudo anonymous. Like the only thing I'll know about you is that you voted, but I won't know who you are. You know? I'll just know that you're here. But I mean, I already know that you're here. I know who you are. I'm watching you. I'm looking at you right now. I see you. I see what you're doing. Those are some interesting tabs you got there. You've got good taste. Just saying. I mean, I'm one of your tabs, so, like, obviously you have good taste, but, like, you know. You think I don't know? You think I can't feel it with my feelers? Yeah, I'm watching you. All right, we've only got 2 votes in. We've only got 2 votes. You know, I'm looking at you. I can see that you haven't clicked it yet. I'm waiting. Yeah. I know your taste. I think. Yeah, I think so. Oh my gosh, 3 votes for Zomboid. That's crazy. Here, I'm gonna end the stream and then I'm gonna go live with Zomboid, okay? Okay? How close are we to an ad break anyways? It's like 19 minutes. Well, thank you all for being here. This is not the end of the stream. It's the end of this VOD. But I will be live here in like, give me like 5 minutes to change the title and get the game all set up and stuff, and then we'll be back.